My name is Rex.
I'm Rellish.
I'm the Great Gatsby.
My name's Snowman.
And welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some more Call of Duty. The beta just ended this morning, or well, it's 1 a.m., but it's still morning for us. Anyways, it ended this morning. And we're going to do a run-through of likes, dislikes, pros, cons, all that kind of stuff. Show you some clips as we go through. So graciously donated by Mr. Snowman himself. Because I didn't feel like clipping anything, and 9 times out of 10 my clips don't work on COD anyways. So, Brandon, if you want to start off with whatever it is you wanted to start with, we can go with that and then go from there.
I'd just like to preface the entirety of this video with 9 times out of 10 when I see someone complain, whether it's about a new COD or any other new game, most people tend to complain about things that are being done in other games, right? For example, we take like community creations that gets done by Fortnite, gets done by older Call of Duties that are accessible by Steam. That's something that is in a forefront when it comes to improving a game or looking forward towards the next game cycle. Right, so any complaints moving forward with whatever we say, whatever you have with the game, make sure you think about what you're saying so that you're not like, oh yeah, I want this game to be like Apex Legends. Just go play Apex. Go play Fortnite. Go play Siege if you want to be slow and tactical. There are other games out there if you don't like COD. You don't have to buy it. Especially now that it's on Game Pass. If you find something to complain about and another game's already doing it, go try it out. Maybe COD's not for you. Other than that, let's just jump right into likes and dislikes.
Alright, we'll go down the line then. Tori, we're starting with you. Actually, you know what? No, I want to hear a new COD player's opinions. So, Gabs, we're going to start with you.
Okay. Well, given that I don't have any experience with any online COD games, I guess I really enjoyed Face Off. I thought that mode was well executed. I think the maps that they brought out for it were properly engaging. It felt close enough to encourage combat at all times. It still gave you enough cover to move around and to feel like you have some advantage points. Gunfight wasn't too bad. I don't really love the loadouts they're giving right now, but I enjoyed the game mode. I think core is going to be core. I do enjoy Domination, I think is the name of it.
The ones with the flags?
Yeah. The Ames 85 is one weapon. That's one of my favorites. I think snipers are going to ruin Face Off. And no, I don't want to provide more information on that.
What did you think, this being, I mean, technically your first real COD experience outside of kicking the shit out of your brother?
Oh, it was a good experience. I'm glad I've had it. I don't have any major complaints so far, mainly because I don't have anything to base it off of. But I'd like to see how this goes, and I'd like to see Call of Duty stop taking people's money aimlessly. That'd be cool.
Well, as a Call of Duty veteran myself,
The Call of Duty account that keeps taking my money, bitch.
yeah. This, I will say, aside from graphics and coloring, personally to me doesn't feel like your traditional Treyarch game, and I think that's a good thing. Just take a look at the Modern Warfare series in the 3 games that they did, right? You had really good game, really fucking shitty game and an extremely mid game. So, and it was all the same. I mean, other than the new engine that they put Call of Duty on, it was basically all the same graphic wise, the same weapons, the same recoil patterns on these weapons. It didn't provide room to get better at the game, especially Modern Warfare 2. It provided room to sit in a corner and camp, especially in Warzone. So I think it's a good thing that Treyarch kind of is stepping away from their traditional playstyles and movement, stuff like that. I think the Omni movement is fucking wonderful. It's smooth as shit. Especially week 2 of the beta, it felt even smoother than it did. Taking away aim assist, I think that was a good thing. It allows me to, if I'm feeling like I want to play on mouse and keyboard, I know I can compete on mouse and keyboard. If I want to play on controller, I know I can compete on controller. It gives me options on what I want to do that day. Weapons seem extremely balanced. I don't care what she says back there. Snipers are back to being top form. Other than ADS speed and being able to move around with them, there's no movement speed with them. They feel clunky. They're strong again, but they just, in my opinion, they feel super, super clunky. But yeah, I had a really good experience with this year's beta, and this is probably the best beta that I've been a part of in a really long time.
I would like to quote Friday, September 6th at approximately 10:55 p.m. when you said that sniping feels off in this game.
Yeah.
I would like an explanation.
It's clunky and ADS speed is too slow. That's what I mean by that.
Okay, so how are they top form?
They're back to being good. What? If I want to sit there, and hard scope, I can sit there and fucking hard scope because I know if I hit the shot, they're dead. Quick scoping feels way off in this game, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Fine, I wouldn't know. Right, we'll start there. But
I don't know why you're attacking me right now.
I'm
like,
not. I want to know how the two statements that you just made side by side are synonymous.
Okay,
oh, Jesus
so
fucking Christ.
So, not that you'd have the experience.
No
but
frame of reference.
If we were to look back on, say, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, the movement with the snipers was typically slower, like LMG type of slow.
Okay.
The clunkiness coming from the fact that, other than the couple of clips that I have, if it's not built for movement speed, it's seemingly slower than it has been in previous titles from Treyarch.
And even in Black Ops 2, running a sniper didn't feel like you were running an LMG. I could run a sniper, and I can scope down the fucking scope, I can ADS, and it feels like I'm ADSing an AR or an SMG. I can't do that in this game.
Okay. So, when I hear a statement like, this feels off, this feels weird, it has negative connotation.
It means I can't move with the sniper rifle, and the ADS time is too slow. Meaning you can't compete unless you're hard scoping.
Okay, but that does not take away from the sniping experience for you.
It does take away from the sniping experience from me. But them being able to one-shot again, yes, I love that.
Okay, so even with those points, you still feel like they
yes.
are top of their game?
Yep.
Okay.
All they have to do is balance them, and they'll be fine.
Okay.
Because they're already saying that the snipers are going to one-shot in fucking Warzone, and that's needed. That's been needed for a really long time.
We haven't had that since Warzone 1.
Like any distance, from my understanding.
It adds to a skill gap. If you're, running down the middle of a set of trains and someone's sitting there with a sniper rifle, you're going to lose as soon as that sniper glint comes into view. But that doesn't mean that if 3 of you are pushing the same sniper, he's not going to get all 3 of you because most likely he doesn't have it built out to move and reposition himself to take out 3 people that are running at him from the opposite side of the map.
I mean, that sounds like a good thing to me.
And it can be. Like, I get that. But like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the movement speed and the ADS time feel off because you have one shot. You don't.
And then you're rechambering.
Then you have to rechamber unless it's semi-automatic.
I mean, when they're one-shot snipers, though, that should be a common downfall. Otherwise, everybody's running snipers and nobody's having fun. There's no gun threat.
Not everybody's running snipers, but you're gonna see that when we play the game, when it releases and Search and Destroy comes out. Everybody will run a sniper rifle.
I believe it. It just doesn't sound like encouraging gameplay. Encouraging versatility in your gameplay.
It encourages getting clips.
That's fine. Does that equal longevity?
That equals fun for people, yes.
It's a really horrible way to game. I mean it. Go ahead and come for me.
Like, if you can fucking 360 somebody with a sniper and kill them, and it's the final kill in Search and Destroy, yeah, that shit's fucking amazing.
You have people in lobbies yelling, screaming at the top of their lungs, waking up their grandmother.
As somebody who's not accustomed to that, I guess I just don't know where that sounds like fun, though. I don't know.
It's an experience thing. I can say that firsthand.
Okay.
Once you start using a sniper rifle and you get good with it, you'll understand, I promise. Sniping is so fun. When the sniper rifles are not clunky.
Okay.
They're back to doing that thing with the fucking reticle, too, where you go to flick on somebody when you're ADS'd and their fucking reticle is 8 feet behind where you're aiming. I hate that.
Recentering.
But, moving on from sniping, Brandon?
One thing mainly that I dislike, and I've only noticed it on a couple weapons, per se, hit registration was a big thing, especially like Weekend 2 when the Tonto came out. Those first 2 to 3 shots sometimes don't connect, and with a slow firing SMG you tend to lose a lot of up close gunfights. But a lot of that could be, considering a lot of us play at the same time, could boil down to internet issues. It could boil down to PC issues. I could have my graphics set too high. It could boil down to a lot of things, but with that being the only thing that I truly disliked about it, I think that regardless of what people say, the color palette is less gray than it has been in at least the last 2 titles.
Let's just hope they bring that to Warzone with all the complaints I saw from the pros at COD Next.
And I think they will. Treyarch typically has an arcadey look to the game, and with the, as a couple of people have called it, the action hero omni movement system, I think would make for a good blend. You're seeing all of those colors fly by as you're diving sideways off a building for some reason. I don't know what you're doing, probably going for clips. But, like, you can even see, like, in the clip that I have pulled up, the still that's here, I have my graphics turned down fairly low. And even just the coloring, like, across my hand, from the flesh to the purple streak with the little electric bits, the coloring on my weapon, the coloring of the environment around me, the shadows, on low set graphics and low shadows, low textures, it still looks good in beta.
Of course, people who watch this, right, the biggest thing they're going to say is, well, the game's in beta, but technically it's fully done, so it's not much is going to change in the next month. Y'all don't fucking know that. Just because your fucking big time streamer Nick Merckx says he's been in the COD industry for so long, he knows it's not going to change. That don't mean shit.
I would say lighting and coloring issues are usually the easiest surface things to change.
I will argue for the fact that the game is 95% done right now. If they're able to release anything, especially on this type of scale, and make it work, right? Like,
being able to fix hit reg and fix lighting and coloration, that's easy.
It's not going to happen overnight, though. So it may release with those issues still, but they're a big company. They're going to continue fixing these issues.
And they fixed a lot of issues during just the beta. That's why I like Treyarch more than Infinity Ward.
Release. They have plenty of time to make any kind of...
They have a month and a half.
Yeah. They have a month and a half. They have plenty of time to make those kinds of big changes to help the game be more marketable.
But we have to remember too, guys, she went to college to be a coder. She knows what it takes to fucking code things.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hit the fucking pavement hours, and small changes come down to pages and pages of code.
Because then they have to test it.
That you have to sift through looking for a comma that you accidentally added on the 15th page, right? Like, I mean, and every time you enter a game is an opportunity for something to go wrong. We are the best testers. So, things are going to go wrong. We, as the community, need to continue to report them to help make the game better. I mean...
Oh, I gave them a good report when my game kept crashing and I had to uninstall and reinstall.
I did as well.
I told them that they, had been working on this game for 4+ fucking years and my game's still fucking crashing and they can fuck off and fix their fucking shit.
I described every inch of my screen, the coloring. And you mean to tell me that you told them that they've been working on a game when they know they've been working on a game getting fucking paid?
My orange coloration is splotchy. I need you guys to fix it. That's what Gab said.
I told them exactly when it happened, how long it happened, and I told them what it looked like when it cut. Okay?
These decimals here, you need to change those out with colons.
Shut up! That's not what I said.
Pixel 1372 is miscolored.
Page 17 of your guys' code? Yeah, I'm in your
and
code.
You're like, ma'am, you have a jank monitor. Get your shit together.
Page 17 of your guys' code? Yeah, don't worry, I'm in your code. You actually put a comma here when you needed a space. So.
I'm exaggerating, but I mean...
In line 100, that M needs to be lowercase.
Shut up.
You guys are working on C++, aren't you? You need to change that. Stop the game, stop the release, completely redo it.
They're Microsoft, no, they're C#. Shut up.
So, as I was saying, the Omni movement feels really good. A lot of streamers were saying that it felt clunky without dexterity. And I didn't even run it.
Do you have any definition for that? Like, any more basis? I'm
What do you
sorry,
mean?
I just need a little more explanation.
Clunky?
No, as far as the dexterity is concerned.
It's a perk.
Oh, okay, we're talking perks.
So, the dexterity perk, a lot of big streamers said that it was almost necessary for it to feel smooth.
The gunplay is what they meant.
I had almost no issues without running it.
I had many.
I ran it.
Did you dive, though?
Yeah.
Did you Omni move, dive, and kill people?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I had a bunch of issues. Like, my reticle would bounce up and down, or it would blur out. I had to run dexterity. I think it's a personal preference thing.
I guess I'm more of an iron sight person, too, so I didn't move much with, like, a reticle. The iron sights seemed pretty steady with the weapon itself.
Could this come down to a possible balance issue with your game settings as well?
Mine?
No, I mean, like, in general.
What do you mean?
Like, because the people talking right now saying they're not having the same types of problems are probably running on a lower setting. They don't have the computer quality that you guys are running on.
The big streamers, honey, that make millions of dollars don't have a good computer?
I'm not... They have better computers than me, okay? And I'm not having issues. So when they're running things on better settings, are they noticing more?
Like an upscale issue?
I mean, yeah, that could be it. It's kind of like the PUBG thing, right? So let's let's talk about that because this is I love talking about this.
Welcome to the COD.
So you know in PUBG on PC or PUBG even on console, even though you can't change the graphic settings, if you have your graphic settings up high, when you ADS and you're looking way out, you still see bushes and grass. But somebody who turned their settings down, you're not seeing those bushes or grass, and you're seeing somebody lay in a fucking pasty, clay-looking field. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So, like, somebody with a higher NPC, they're getting all these shakes or the blurriness when you're diving without dexterity. But if you turn your graphics down, you're putting yourself in an advantage because you're not getting the full game experience.
I'm saying we should open up our minds to...
Well, no, it makes sense because Brandon's running on lower graphic settings than me. I'm running on ultra.
I'm running on, like, medium to high. I think I have a custom build that's going between those two.
Mine is custom and is mostly low.
I'm running everything on ultra to extreme.
I think, based on what I'm hearing, that could be a possibility. But
I don't disagree with that.
No data. So...
No, I don't. I mean, that makes sense. I don't disagree with that because obviously at COD Next, they're getting all these computers from fucking Corsair.
And they've got 3 business internet accounts running. Like,
I mean, they're next to the internet even because they were in DC. So like,
no, next to the home of the internet, right?
Like the episode of South
The
Park.
original wire. That
You know,
started the internet.
You know the episode of South Park when they have the giant fucking router that Kyle has to unplug? Yeah, that's what they're running off of. I mean, shit, they were in one of the most historic museums in DC. That's where the COD Next was held.
No, for real. And granted, the U.S. government is shit, and they treat their employees like shit, but they got good internet. Okay, they got that.
They got that NASA internet.
One last thing, and then we'll shoot over to Tori for his likes and dislikes. Thinking about it, just because it's on screen for my clip, driving the RCXD on mouse and keyboard is so touchy.
See, I never actually drove one.
You don't want to drive it on fucking controller because if you want... You know how on controller you boost with the left stick?
Yes.
Yeah, it automatically thinks you're clicking in on it and it'll just fucking boost into a wall and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, I never had that issue.
I did. My fucking left stick, I would just kind of try to control it and be like, oh, you clicked?
Eat the wall? Got it.
And I'm like, oh, there's a guy there. I can turn it out. No, why am I? Oh, I'm in our spawn.
Fuck.
Did somebody say kaboom?
The issue that I kept having, like, if the terrain was, like, uneven at all, it would, like, jerk to one side or the other. Where
Realism, though.
Suspension
They haven't had the RCXD around in quite a while. They have a little bit of bugs to fix.
When's the last Black Ops 3? Black Ops 2?
Do they have it in 4? The HCXD?
Oh yeah, it was the little floaty guy, right?
The hover car.
Yeah. Was that the HD? Was that in 4 or 3?
I know they had it in 3, but I could have sworn they had it in 4.
You know what I miss? Even though I know we had it in Modern Warfare 3, but the originators of it. The hunter-killer drone.
Oh, the good ones? The
Yeah.
big airplane ones? Yes.
The ones that, no matter where you're at on the map, they'll find you if you're not cold-blooded.
Yes, it was in 4 as the RCXD.
Oh, so it had wheels then.
Yeah.
Okay.
They put it back on wheels.
So it's been 7 years 2017. That's when the game came out.
Oh, I bought it around Christmas time.
I could be wrong on that.
I guess, could you go from end of life cycle?
End of life cycle would have been 2018, so 2019. It's Modern Warfare 2019. So end of life cycle would have been 2019, so 6 years. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Because controller has... I'm sure I'm not the only one that had those problems on controller.
It was a buggy streak that they brought back, and it was not tested across all platforms.
It was not very cash money.
But that's the end of my likes and dislikes. Tori, what do you got?
Honestly,
serious mode.
And to go against what Ryan was just saying, I think snipers felt mostly alright. Besides the ADS time.
You didn't use them in gunfight.
No, but I used them quite a bit.
Oh no, Brandon, you didn't touch on that.
Oh, snipers. Okay,
You have, as a sniper advocate, right? You have to understand where I'm coming from, right?
yes. So it took max level was what 43, 44 on the damn thing. It took 34 levels of that sniper for me to feel comfortable running around to get clips with it. For me to feel like I stood a chance to ADS quickly so that I could take up a gunfight. They were slow to ADS. I wouldn't say they were too terrible to move around, but it was definitely noticeably heavy. But using it almost consistently from level 1 all the way till max level,
So,
you kind
no, go
of
ahead.
grow with it.
So,
like-
speaking of snipers, you have that clip, yeah?
Yeah, I have it right here whenever you're ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and show that.
So, to show off a little bit of the Omni movement, and
Let me share it in Discord too, so everybody else can watch.
this shows off a little bit of the, shooting while diving. The weapon was roughly level 32-ish, if I remember correctly.
I don't think
So
Gabs was playing with us yet in this one, was she? Was this first weekend?
We were playing with Panda.
The 7th?
Yep.
Yeah, that's first day of second weekend. Anyway, show it real quick. What we're doing here, guys, is we're showing off the Omni movement in snipers.
God damn, I'm good. Anyways. But no, this was fairly leveled. And go back. I show it again. But 30 plus levels for the ADS time. The movement speed. I felt like I was carrying around an AR or an SMG. And yes, I did kill that last person. It takes a while. You kind of grow with it as a beta.
All right, Tori, go ahead. Continue with what you got.
Yeah. Overall, it felt pretty good. Offhand, I'm just trying to pinpoint everything that nobody has already kind of went over already.
All right, well, we're going to move on then. As you guys can see below our cameras here, we have our combat records from the beta. I want to start off by saying, like I said, I think this is the most fun I've had in the beta, and I think it shows with my combat record here. I would say the same about Tori and Brandon as well. It really shows with their combat record and all the shit that they had going on. And then for somebody like Gabs to come in, who has never played COD even remotely competitively, and being thrown into my, let alone online, and to be thrown into my lobbies and walking out of there with a .8 KD on mouse and keyboard, that's better than I ever did when I played COD for the first time. I don't know about you guys, but I did not have a .8 KD when I first started playing.
Hell no, I've been a zombie. Listen, we'll get on the topic of zombies later, but I have been a zombies kid as far as Black Ops 1. Okay, all the way through, I would play the Treyarch game until the next Treyarch game came out. That's how...
I mean, your first Infinity Ward game was fucking MW 2019, wasn't it? That you like actually played and enjoyed?
Yes.
See, my first Infinity Ward game was the OG Modern Warfare, like COD 4. I didn't play it online. I didn't play online until MW2. Like, I barely touched online in Black Ops 1.
And then an opposite thing there. Black Ops 1 is where I started, and I primarily just played multiplayer and custom games with friends.
And Gabs' first game was fucking Ghosts. Black Ops 2.
That is a sleeper. I don't care what anyone in the comments says. Ghosts is a sleeper of a game.
Apparently they're making a second one. That's Infinity Ward's next game. That or Modern Warfare 4.
Modern Warfare.
Shit's just going to get confusing, right? Because you had COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Now you have fucking COD 27, Modern Warfare 4. Like, hello? Infinity Ward, in my opinion, should never touch a game again. Ever.
Let's talk about it.
I think we saved that for a bigger talking point.
They're all crooks and they're taking my money.
But you see where we've been talking about Treyarch being the better COD. The better division in Activision. Right? After playing, you understand that now? Please?
Yeah.
No, are you just saying yeah?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I need to play the real game, y'all. And I'm a hater from way back.
Gabs is a Siege kid, and it shows. She's autistic.
Did you just call me autistic?
Yeah, I did.
Whoa.
She's
It's
gaming.
right, but I don't like
She's
it.
a
You
gamer
said it
autistic.
wrong.
That's why she's so good already.
Flicks are on point.
That's another talking point, right? Because this goes into our combat record. If aim assist was as strong as it was in the past titles of Call of Duty, Gabs wouldn't have a .8 KD. She'd have like a .4. Because she's winning those close battles. She's winning those up close fights. Because dude on the sticks can't lock on immediately and let aim assist just take control.
So, right, I was thinking on this, right? Because I like listening to a couple big streamers, mainly my boy Jeff. Because he brought up a good point, and I'll elaborate on it. The removal of the up-close aim assist was a good idea in theory. Honestly, just, stepping it back, I know he said just kind of like, in general, just like as the game progresses, but I think just moving forward, if they reduce how strong aim assist is for especially those up-close gunfights, not completely remove it, but just reducing it so that
I disagree with that. I like what they did. It needed to be gone.
Not so much sticky, but not completely removing it for the sake of, like, disabled players. I watch someone who is a quadriplegic who plays with his mouth, and the only way he can play is on controller. So completely removing it can hinder, be it a smaller portion of player base, but lessening it as the game goes on. Like, hey, someone's found out that such and such gun still has a pretty sticky aim assist.
So hear me out. I have a point for that too.
Okay.
COD needs to look into their player base, because that was the whole point of why the Cronus was made. And now that's banned. They shouldn't have banned the Cronus.
And banning people for using it.
And, like, I understand that it's a lot of work to look into each individual player that you have. But
They have people on standby.
the Cronus was meant for people that you were mentioning, disabled people, to have a fighting chance. And it's not on COD to be like, well, we have to make aim assist, still at close range. No, it's not on them. They're doing what they think is right for the community, and that's getting rid of it at 3 meters or less. And 110% agree with that, because if I'm fighting 2 people up close, I've noticed that I can shit on 2 or 3 people up close because I have full control over where my stick goes. To whereas in past games, and Tori has been, he fucking was happy when aim assist was taken away too. Me and him talked about it. Being able to have full control over who you're aiming at instead of aim assist sticking to somebody else, even if you lessen it, you're still going to notice it stick to somebody else. Being able to basically have that mouse and keyboard style aim on the sticks, up close and personal, once you get used to it, there is no going back. This game feels, the aim assist feels fucking phenomenal. Especially between weekend 1 and 2. They did something in the long range aim assist that made it feel better. And me going from mouse and keyboard back to controller between weekends, I really noticed that they did something with the long range aim assist for controller players. I don't think, and no, I know that they should not revert this change, no matter how much people complain about it. It's going to make controller players, they're going to be better. They have more of a range to get better. Because as we know, controller players, you have that stop where you just can't get any better. And this is going to open that up for people to get better. Once you get used to it, the game, no. That aim assist close range needs to stay away. 110% I believe that. And I understand what you're saying, but that's not on COD to think about. They're thinking about the general player base, the bigger player base. So Call of Duty themselves, as an FPS game company, need to come out with something for disabled people to use. And unfortunately, that's probably going to require something like military people, right? Where you have a little ID that shows that you're disabled.
We border on HIPAA violation there. I'm on Rye's side completely. I enjoy where the aim assist is. I'm playing devil's advocate here. We are bordering HIPAA issues. Where do we draw the line in this information era where everybody is completely technologically savvy? There's not a good ethical solution to this entirely.
If you look at it like that, then it's a lose-lose.
It is.
Make it a prescription.
Make it shit.
HIPAA, bitch. It's already covered. It's in the bylaws.
That's what I was kind of thinking about. Like, have it be like an extra extension that you can plug into a device that you're trying to use that registers not exactly what you have wrong, but that there is an issue. So that way it unlocks the availability of different settings to be able to accommodate. So
kind of like if you get caught with a DUI and you have to breathe or blow to get your truck started or your car started. But you're prescribed a device that you plug into your PC or your controller, and it's like, okay, this person, obviously, they're disabled. So here's more settings for you, or here's fucking Acronis or something.
Yeah, just it unlocks that ability.
We're entering a very gray area.
HIPAA. Okay, no, I'm just.
HIPAAs are gray, yes, but that's not what I'm talking about.
And that's wrong. They're pink to purple. Thank you.
It can be considered a prejudice, you guys, to have to provide information like that.
Fucking gamers shouldn't give a shit about prejudice. Shit, fuck. If they want to compete, then they need to do what they need to do.
They shouldn't have to only play to compete, though. This is where it comes back to, a thing where casual gamers should be allowed to exist, and I mean it. Okay?
SBMM ruined it, sorry.
We don't all have to know life.
Competitive gaming ruined casual gaming.
Wrong.
Yes.
Wrong. SBMM ruined casual gaming. Back in the fucking day, which was a Wednesday, by the way, I'd run into fucking FaZe Clan on MW2 and get shit stomped. The next game, I'm shit stomping. The game after that, I'm still shit stomping. And it continued down the line until fucking SBMM kicked in 2019 and it said, you just dropped 70 kills. That means you deserve to be in the lobbies with fucking all of the clans.
So there's a fix for that, right? Quit disbanding the lobbies.
Yes.
If I'm sitting here playing with fucking FaZe Clan and I'm getting my ass handed to me, guess what? I'm loading into the same game with the same players. Maybe I get an advantage. Maybe it's a map I know better than FaZe Clan. Okay? Granted, they know Life the Game, but I'm still better than them on this map. I can run house with them. Every time you disband and re-enter a new lobby, you get a new set of skills.
Because we're on the topic of SBMM, right? This beta was the least amount of SBMM I think I felt in a game since Modern Warfare 2019. If fucking Gabs can go positive in my goddamn lobbies, SBMM was not there very hard. You can't tell me that it was. My lobbies, my 1.75 KD lobbies.
You're right, and that comes from a reduced player base since it is in beta, right? It comes from the possibility that they're not... How do I want to say this? Sorry, I lost it. They're not applying it as heavily as they would be when game is on full release. I mean, there's a couple factors as to why that's probably not happening, and honestly, people getting shit on by somebody like me is probably impacting their thoughts of the game.
I feel like Treyarch listened and they kind of brought the casual experience back, right? Like, this movement isn't, not yet, it's not competitive movement. This is arcadey movement.
Yeah.
They took out slide canceling. Your slide canceling doesn't redo your tac sprint. You just slide cancel and then you're still running like a normal fucking human being. Not like you're running a marathon.
You're able to pull up to the door, right? Slide cancel your way to the doorway, and then you stop. You don't have to keep sliding, right? Like, we can even take this as far back as Black Ops 3, the fucking G slide. Okay? There was the boosted one in multiplayer, where you can boost off of something with a slide, get a huge speed boost, and just continue sliding across the map at full speed. And then there was the one that was used in Zombies, still used in Zombies, where your slide doesn't reset every time you use it. It is at full speed, full length every time. And you're just hitting it over and over. All that slide canceling did was enabled them to keep their speed.
Keep their tac sprint.
They can keep moving at full speed. And we don't need that.
We don't even need tac sprint.
I mean, frankly.
Get rid of tac sprint. It doesn't do anything. It changes the way my dude looks when he runs. Wow, I'm fucking tac sprinting, so I'm holding the gun at the top for some reason. Right? Yeah. Like, I'm holding it...
You are marginally faster.
I'm fucking holding my gun, the M16, I'm holding it from the fucking, shelf thing, whatever the fuck that's called. My fucking briefcase handle. Right? Like, we don't need tac sprint in the video game. Get rid of it.
I'm off to work.
Here I go killing again. Like, I don't need that to play the video game. Especially this one, where Omni movement is going to be king.
Frankly. And because we got to this topic from aim assist, right? I just want to add in, we don't need aim assist on sniper rifles.
There is none on controller.
I mean, I know I don't have any on mouse and keyboard, but...
There is no aim assist on controller, and I think that's why it felt a little weird to me.
That's what I like. I don't like when I aim in with an 8x scope and it's sticking to people.
I mean, Black Ops 4 was the same. You didn't have aim assist on controller for snipers.
You did it on 3, and that's where a lot of people lost, sniping until they brought out the the RSA, which had no aim assist on it.
Well, the reason that Black Ops 4 didn't have aim assist on snipers is because they also had a battle royale. So, put everybody in an even playing field. Learn it, bitch. And luckily for us, we were already playing PUBG at that point. So,
and it was like, okay.
I did do a lot of sniping on controller, but knowing that it's not there makes me feel a little bit better if some controller fucking demon beats the shit out of me with a fucking sniper rifle.
Because I know I didn't feel it when I used the sniper as little as I did. I mean, I got the sniper to level 10, so I used it a bit, but I didn't feel it at all. And Gavin's going to look it up and tell me otherwise, but I'm telling you it's not there.
Oh, no, I believe you. I just want to make sure.
I don't believe that it was there either. I got both the Dragunov like thing and then the full action sniper rifle up to level 11 respectively each, and I didn't feel anything at all.
I mean, aim assist is so weak in this game that sometimes I would get into long range fights and it would just stop. So I mean, aim assist is hardly noticeable anymore. And I honestly do think that's a good thing. It just shows, because PUBG's the same way.
Without it being game breaking.
PUBG's the same way. If I were to go into a PUBG match in my prime of playing PUBG on console and they allowed it to be crossplay, I'd shit on some of these mouse and keyboard people. I know that. Easily. Aim assist doesn't need to be in all video games, and if it is, it doesn't need to be strong. And Black Ops fucking 6 is proving that. This is the highest KD I've ever had. And I've kept it consistently, or, you know, without doing camos, I suppose. But even then, it takes so long to level up a fucking gun. By the time I get it leveled, I'm going to have a damn near immovable fucking KD. This KD came from basically the XM4. And just the XM4.
I used like 4 guns throughout the entirety of the beta. And it was the 3 SMGs and the sniper rifle. That's on my clip.
When you get the chance, the XM4, you'll love the XM4. I promise.
I used it.
Did anybody else try to use the LMG, the XMG?
I fucking hated it, but they added the Hades crossbar to it, so I'm going to love it.
Oh, I used the shit out of it. I got it to level 20. I loved it. And it was a little shitty when there was like next to no attachments on it, but once you get like the third or fourth attachment, it makes it pretty good.
As long as there's no riot shield, I'll be happy.
Preach. We don't need riot shields.
We don't.
And then especially with how they've been having to make them nerfed anyways.
Let this be the first game without a riot shield. It's been in every Call of Duty. Including World at War.
Right? Like, deployable cover has been a field upgrade for how long now? If you want cover to take shots from behind, you know, get a
Pop that
deployable cover.
bitch open.
I mean, based on what I'm seeing here, it wasn't removed.
That's just talking about base aim assist. Aim assist for snipers has been removed.
Like, and then even if it wasn't removed, it is extremely light.
They got rid of the slowdown when you go to fucking move your crosshair over somebody.
Yeah, I was feeling that fucking trying to, especially in face-off, trying to scope in quick to get the dude that's just sitting there. Fucking trying to scope in quick to fucking go and pop him before he can pop me again. Fucking, it would... 9 times out of 10, I'm not hitting that shot, and I'm getting fucked.
I'm not finding anything specifically outside of Reddit, so just people talking into the void.
Oh, I was looking up. A lot of people are saying that there is next to no aim assist on the sniper rifles. It's at like extremely long ranges, so like Warzone ranges.
So on a base map, let's say Scud, across the map, you're losing aim assist? Or you're gaining it?
If you were sniping down the far sniping lane next to the satellite, you'd have a little bit, but not noticeable.
I mean, with that, you know, then you won't have much up close then either.
I mean, anything as far as quick scoping or aggressive sniping, you're not going to have aim assist.
But
people are missing too many easy shots for that.
Do we want to talk about our thoughts on maps at all?
yeah, we can talk about that. Every one of them sucked. Except for the strike maps.
Before
And the gunfight map, which you guys didn't try. But the gunfight map is fucking beautiful. It's a 3-lane gunfight map.
That one is good.
And it's super tiny. It's like an apartment building. So you know like the apartment buildings in like Italy or something? Where like everything is connected and you have doorways to these other people's buildings. And then in the middle, it's like a couple balconies and then you have your rooftops and you have your like little square. You can look down and see like a fountain or whatever.
The enclosed terrace area.
It's that. And it's one of the best maps that's ever come out for gunfight. It's so small.
It is.
But it's a basic 3-lane map. It's not like fucking MW2's gunfight map where you have the fucking little down the stairs alley thing and then you have the 2 back alleys where you spawn.
Would you even consider mid a lane?
Yeah.
It's basically just walking out onto the balcony.
Oh no, it's a lane.
From across the way.
Because the lane is you shooting across the way.
Okay.
That's the 3rd lane.
Okay.
I mean, even so, take Gala for example, right? Because all of the maps have been made 3 lanes.
It's a gunfight map too, by the way.
Hell yeah. But so you have the tents on the one side, the separated tents, red and blue. That would be a lane. The middle tent area, as wide open as it is,
and the up top portion.
If you were to take just that and split it down the middle with the 2 stages on opposite sides, that would be a lane. And then white side area would be a lane, and the areas in between would be like transitionary. So they're used to get from lane to lane.
Or even choke points, if you look at it like that too. If you can figure out where they're spawning, you could choke point them in those open areas because they don't have a lot of room for error.
So your lanes are where you're going to have cover and lines of sight. The transitionary, even take for example, what was the railroad map?
Pit?
Not Pit, the other one.
It's like derailment or something like that.
Derelict.
Derelict, there you go. In West Virginia.
West Virginia.
West by God.
Those trains encompass essentially the middle lane and transitionary lane to get out to one side or the other.
Don't pay attention to how you spawn in, right? Your lanes are going to be... Well, here, let me just pull it up. Now, give me... You have your clip pulled up?
Yeah.
Alright, let me throw it up in Discord so everybody can see.
So I'll go through it once. It kind of... I don't know if we need to like explain the transitionary lanes. Otherwise I can just let it play. God, I love this sniper.
Like I said, too, If you look at that, if you can get it back to where, yeah, right here. So where he jumps over the railing here, that's why I said these transitionary lanes can be considered a choke point. Because they don't have cover once they pass this.
So I'm completely exposed on both my back from the sniping area back there, and as you can see on screen, there's two people here that, if they're both paying attention...
Well, I'm even talking about the people you're looking at, right? Because if you have competent teammates, they can push up through white, and they're fucked from here.
Because they're focused on me out in the open.
Correct. And they're still out in the open, technically speaking. Even looking at this, if they pass the little plant thing, that's a choke point. They don't have cover.
That dude in the back is transitioning from middle lane to that far left. He's at a choke point.
So run it again, and then stop when you get through Big Tent. No, a little more. Stop. Choke point. Because now, if you pay attention, he has a teammate already pushing blue. Brandon does. And he's got this guy one-on-one. No matter how you look at it, this guy should die. Even if Brandon misses and he dies. It's a choke point. Basically, they're pushing where you already have people set up.
So you can look at the mini-map. You can't see the guy that's in blue. But you can see I do have a teammate in mid. And I do have an enemy back in their spawn.
We can't see mini-map because I have cameras there.
Oh. Well, for those of us that can't see mini-map.
So that green dot that you see on the mini-map, though, that's a guy pushing into blue. I was watching his name as the clip was playing.
Let's go ahead and back it up a little. Maybe? No. I gotta fucking see it.
He died in blue, actually. Right as you went around into their spawn.
Yeah, he sure did.
Because you kill that guy and then he's gone.
Isn't he just under the PX?
No. Because when he turns, his green dot goes back to the stage area where he spawned.
Does it?
Yep. Because right there, he's in blue. From that angle alone, he's pushing blue right now. So that means there was a guy up top. So he kills him, and he turns, and now he's not in blue anymore because he'd be directly behind him. Anyways.
But I take one lane, and I take those transition lanes to not only guarantee my safety, because I know I have teammates to watch my back, but then clearing out other lanes that allow everyone to push forward. Granted, the sniper's probably not the best way to do it, that's why it's a clip. That, and I'm pretty sure I no-scope two people in the same clip.
Actually, the fucking kill thing, the kill feed's up. We can see who died in blue. So I'm pretty sure I'm up top.
Tori?
Looks like Tori.
I mean, it was green, so it had to have been Tori.
Keep going. We'll see.
Oh, Tori wasn't even in blue. He was over on white.
Huh. Who fucking died over there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because you see the fucking green dot move whenever you go around the fucking thing, like he's not in blue anymore, right?
Because it's lit up when I come through here. He's pushing from stage.
Unless they didn't actually push blue. I think that might have either been Tori or Panda. It could have been me, actually. Maybe that was me, and maybe I pushed up top. Continue going.
Because the next person I kill is...
Yeah, I think I push up top. I think that's me.
But that's it for my presentation here.
So all in all, we're going to go through, rate the game out of 10. 10 being you thought it was great, 1 being you thought it was the worst experience of your life. Left to right. So Tori's first.
I think it was a solid 8.5.
No halves. No decimals. 8. So 8.
We don't have decimals in supermarket together. We're not having decimals now.
Correct.
It's a no decimal household.
Make sure you check out those videos. They're funny. Shameless plug.
Only 5 kids.
Only 5? Brandon?
Given that I haven't seen zombies yet, the beta alone was...
Multiplayer. We're just going off multiplayer.
The feeling of multiplayer, I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay. Now this is a big one because she's never played a COD game.
Coming 4, and here we go.
No. I'm thinking a 6. It's a respectful 6.
Okay. I'm giving it a 9. ARs feel good aside from the AK-74. I don't care what Panda says. That gun doesn't kill fast for me. But I give it a 9. Everything feels good except for that gun and sniping. I didn't use the Dragunov gun or whatever the fuck it's called.
The SVD.
Yeah, I didn't use that because I don't like semi-automatic snipers. So,
which brings our average total as a group for our thoughts on the beta is a 7.75.
So an 8. So
nope, 7.75.
So it's an 8. Got it.
I think for the average, no decimals.
No decimals. It's gonna give weird change. And we don't like weird change, especially in supermarkets.
This is the change.
Not weird change.
Yeah, but our luck, it goes to like 441 instead of
That's
375.
That's the shit.
It's called taxes.
Fuck taxes. Whole dollars or nothing. Dollar.
Is there anything else we'd like to add? We've been rambling for an hour and a half.
If there's one thing you guys are looking forward to, whether it be a grind, whether it be a game mode, whether it be fucking a weapon inspect, what is something that everyone is looking forward to, starting with Rye?
Starting with me?
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the Warzone camo grind. I want to see how that is gonna look, feel, and how what they're gonna do, like what the challenges are gonna be. If the challenges are stupid, I'm not doing it. But like if I'm running around picking up paint cans, I'm doing it. Black Ops 4 reference for anybody who didn't get it. But no, yeah, the Warzone camo grind and honestly the multiplayer camo grind, considering I got this one done in 2 weeks. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with this game because the level system is fucking... you got to get to the gun to level 1000 before you can do anything, but...
Well, no, they did say that camo grinds start at level 1.
I know. But... Well... No, yeah. Actually, multiplayer camo grind might be easier than it's ever been.
Start going back to headshot camos. Oh, I loved headshot camos.
And honestly, I'm looking forward to playing Search and Destroy with Gabs. It's right up her alley. It's fucking Siege. Just a little more aggressive.
Siege, but you can run, shoot.
And dive. You can dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. All right.
Indeed.
Gabs?
Search and Destroy and Zombies. And what other guns they have to offer, because I've only found one that I really truly enjoy.
You also didn't level up the Jackal very much.
Yes, I did. 22, in fact. And I did not prefer it.
You preferred it in the...
overpowered state when it was two-shotting people.
Yeah. I was going to say in the pre-built class, too.
I mean...
You don't have to worry about that. We will get you meta builds. Don't you even fret. Anything else you're looking forward to?
Not the fucking mastery camos. I don't know if y'all seen them, but they're sickening.
Are you gonna go for them?
Why not? They're beautiful.
That'll be a year lobby type of thing to get mastery camos.
Well,
I'm the reason Eagle stalled on his. Anyways, Brandon?
Easter egg hunting. Zombies Easter eggs.
Add that to my list.
I am... First of all, check me out. Day one, that is the first thing I'm doing. Sorry to everybody else, but I'm hopping straight into zombies on launch. And I will be fucking having 9 people pulled up trying to follow along to the Easter egg steps to be one of the first people in the world to get it, and then it's speedrun time. Also, the zombies weapon mastery. I'll probably try to go for all 3, pending, but mostly zombies. The community's been waiting too long. I've been waiting too long.
I mean, the zombies camos might be a little easier to get now that it's not an open world, huh?
It'll take me a lot less time, and I'll get a lot less frequent phone calls asking me to stop what I'm doing for an hour at a time.
Well, it's a good thing our launch day stream is only going to be 12 hours, huh? Or is going to be 12 hours. So that way we can actually play games together. I'm going to try for 24 again, but I doubt I'll make it. You should take the 26th off.
of October?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe the 25th if you can.
I will do my best.
Sorry for interrupting you. I apologize.
No, all good. Give me Black Ops 3 level Easter eggs where they're complex but not too complex. Something that I can repeat, but something that's going to give me a challenge the first couple times.
So, like, was the Cold War map that I loved?
Mauer or Toten.
Yeah, it's like that.
Especially like...
Less buggy. I remember trying to fucking build a thing, and I'm just sitting there like, how do I do it? And he's like, well, just hit square. And I'm like, there's nothing popping up. It's like, drop it. He picks it up. No, you're right. It's not there. We have to restart.
Build it from the side of the table. So you gotta work on it long ways.
Wasn't there a way that you had, like, during that bug, before they fixed it, you had to build it from the outside, too? From behind the fucking, like, barricaded wall or whatever?
Yeah. It was a speedrunner strat for a little bit, but it didn't help anyone. Anyways. Tori, what are you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to the game, the grind, how Warzone's gonna be.
If that new map gets color changes, that'll be the best Resurgence map we've ever had.
Anyways, we've been rambling on, but leave a like if you enjoyed what you've seen and our discussion that we've had. Comment down below your thoughts about the next game and how the beta went.
Tell us what you're looking forward to. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, no, do tell us what you're looking forward to, because we'd like to hear it. And it also helps with the algorithm.
Subscribe if you want to see any more content from us. And then bring the
And
bell
if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Also helps out with the algorithm.
Anyways, just like this video finally being over, I hope all your problems become extinct.
And if you got this far in the video, make sure you put a poop emoji in the comments. And I hope you relish in all the good times.
Find that light in the darkness.
Set your zombies ablaze.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can't so you could